it, make it, do it. Makes us harder, better, faster, stronger.
Who inspired you to do track?
Well, funny story. You see, my great grandpa, he also did track for Whitney, and well, he used to win a lot. He went to WIL state. He had all these rings on him. I just want to be like him. So I would go out to the track, run. I used to run my heart out every Saturday, Sunday, right after church. I would go, and then he died.
What was your biggest accomplishment?
My biggest accomplishment, that would, besides helping my grandpa, living up to him, I would say getting all these medals, trophies, helping my team go to WIL.
What motivates you to run?
It was because it was originally because all those women, I looked fresh. But I guess now because I would say G-Eazy. He motivates me. Who else motivates me? Man, Usher motivates me. Woo! Man, God, I love Usher, my boo. What is it? Soon You'll Be Mine. Lovers and Friends. Oh my God. Great, that's the greatest motivational right there. Yeah.
Do you ever think of quitting?
Yes, every day actually. I go to the track. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I go to the track. I'm like, why am I here? I can be getting a job, but no. Gotta my great grandpa. I gotta live up to him. Gotta get those 5 rings. WIL.
Hi, my name is AJ Wolfert. I run cross country and track for Mt Whitney High School, and I'm just really excited for this season. And I have my best friends in the whole world, Aurora Langford and Cal Langford and Nathan Soriano, to thank for this opportunity.
How do you stay motivated when you don't want to run?
I just remember that I have a team that's depending on me to compete, and I really don't want to let them down because they're like my family to me.
When is your next race?
My next race is on Saturday, Pioneer Relays, the mile and the 2 mile, and I'm just going to go after it.
What events do you do in track?
I run the mile and the 2 mile, and my personal best in those events are 4:46 in my mile and 10 flat in my 2 mile, and I really want to break that 10-minute area.
When do you usually need new running shoes?
I need new running shoes usually after every season. There are some times where I just run them into the ground, and about halfway through the season I need a new pair, but I usually don't need them until after the end.
What do you like most about running?
I love racing because people used to always tell me that I was never going to be good enough to be an athlete of any variety. And so whenever I race, I just keep that in the back of my mind, and I'm just out to prove that I can compete with the best of them.
Wow. Impressive.
Thank you.
How have you invested your knowledge in your sport?
I usually talk to coaches all the time, whether they be from our school or from a different school, and try and ask them and see what I can do to improve my form. And I know I try and use math to try and break down what my splits need to be for each 1200 or for each 200 or for each mile, because if I don't know how to pace myself, there's no way I can compete with those other top level guys.
What is your biggest accomplishment in cross country?
When it comes to cross country, I would probably say my sophomore year when we went to Mount Zach. We placed first as a team, and then I got third individually. That's probably my biggest accomplishment.
Who is your inspiration in cross country?
For cross country, that's definitely my sister. I know it sounds kind of cheesy, but we've always been really competitive with each other, but it's always been like a healthy kind of competitive kind of thing. And she's always pushed me, and I always push her, and I'm always happy to always have her next to me. I always like it better when I'm with her.
How do you set your goals in cross country?
When it comes to my goals, I've always done it based off of time. I've never done it really off of play, so it's always about PRs and improving and doing better.
What keeps you motivated?
It's really my friends keep me motivated and my teammates, and it's really that team environment that really, we all push each other, we all help each other, and it makes everything fun.
Well, when did you start cross country?
I started cross country in 7th grade, so that was my first year, and I've done it ever since. So, and then I plan on doing it for my last year.
What do you think about when you run?
While I am running, I think about things I could be doing if I wasn't running. Like I could be eating or sleeping, or I could be talking to friends.
Do you ever get injured running as much as you do?
Yeah, during running I get injured all the time. One of the most excruciating pains is probably shin splints.
Wow. What's the furthest distance you've ran?
During cross country, we ran 8.5 miles, and it was a hot day and my feet were burning right after.
Why do you run?
I run because I like the atmosphere of the meets, and it's a great way for me to get closer to my teammates and friends.
What's your favorite thing about track?
My favorite thing about track is probably the atmosphere, the big meets, making new friends during track, and getting closer to my teammates.
What do you do if you have to go pee on a long run?
If I have to pee during a long run, I probably look around for like bushes or places where I could go, but I probably would like try to hold it in as much as possible.
What about if you have to go number 2?
Oh my God.
When did you start running?
Wow, we want to go back. All right, let me take a short this. Well, 1970. Really back then it was like they would make fun of you if you run. So I was like, that's whatever. I'm freaking immortal. So I think. Oh, what was the question again?
Why do you run?
I run because I like
What's your biggest inspiration in cross country? Do you ever think of quitting?
I mean, I think a lot of stuff. I know. I tried to commit suicide last night.